All right. So I'm gonna jump right into it. Today, I wanted to talk about manifestation. So, a lot of times, in manifesting positivity, like pretty much, and that word is, one of those words for me. But I noticed that a lot of times, with me personally, I'm always, thinking negative, and it's not that I'm a negative person. It's just like I would like to be prepared for the worst possible outcome. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, a lot of times, that negative energy is not good. It's just not healthy for you. I read something where they said that the body cannot identify the difference between the action, whether it happened or it didn't happen, if you're thinking that way. So what I mean is, if you are stressing about something that didn't even take place yet, you're not sure if it happened or it didn't happen, and you're activating all the emotions as if it did happen, then your body will take it as if that situation actually did happen. So that stress, all the problems that come with that, is just jumping into your body, just causing, whatever the case may be, causing you to get headaches, not to eat, not to sleep. Your body is literally dealing with something that didn't even happen, because your mind is in a negative state of mind. So sometimes you have to calm down, you have to take it easy, you have to look at the positive side of things, and you have to think positive, even though there's a chance something negative can happen. But what, you're gonna think negative for every single situation? The amount of stress the that your body has to endure is inhumane. Is not something that anybody should be dealing with. The fact that we take and it's crazy, we take every situation and think about the worst possible outcome from that situation, and we go from there. Bro, we driving ourselves insane. We driving ourselves crazy every time we turn around. It could be the littlest. Well, with me, it could be the littlest thing. I'm like, yeah, I know. I already know what's gonna happen. I'm taking it in negative, and it's not even that I'm acknowledging, the possibilities of what can happen, and I'm just saying, what happens. I'll go with the flow. No, that's not really what I'm doing. And sometimes you think you're doing that, but then what happened later on? It come back in your head. You're stressing again. You're stressing. So you got to create that positivity in your mind, and this is something that I'm learning. But this is supposedly, and it makes sense, scientifically proven to heal you. Like let me explain. So we already know the body pretty much can heal you from anything. We take all these different medicines, which tends to weaken our immune system, tend to make us more vulnerable to, headaches and pain, because we're lowering our natural defenses. The body has everything that you need to survive. Just take something simple as a cut. Your body will literally heal. I don't think people understand how complex that is and how crazy that is. Internal, external, your body will literally heal you. So you got to take this into consideration. It was scientifically proven, when your body undergoes positive thoughts and you manifest positive images and positive, just everything is positive throughout your life, and you're not causing your body to build the stressful chemicals that's released into your body, which allows you to get adrenaline and stuff like that. Like, not just adrenaline, because adrenaline could be good in some cases, but your body creates chemicals that's harmful to you sometimes when you're stressing. That stress is not a positive reaction. So what I'm trying to say is, the same way you can think about something negative and it could cause harm to your body, you can literally be positive and it literally makes positive chemicals, which heals you. Now, don't take this as some far-fetched idea. Take this as 1 + 1 is 2. If you got a negative, you can have a positive. Just think about it. If stress can cause you to, get hair loss, wrinkles, bags, make you all that stuff, right? Then what can positivity? What can positive things do? Positive thoughts, positive, like just positive vibes, just doing something nice for somebody, and not even expecting something back, but knowing that you put that in the universe, you put that energy out there, which is positive. And it's not just about like what goes around comes around. It's just about your body is going to react differently now. It's going to create different chemicals that's going to help you. That's going to give you more energy. That's going to help heal your body. That's why sometimes they say somebody who don't give up and they keep that positive mind state and they don't let them negative chemicals get in their body, get in their bloodstream. That's why they're able to surpass so many things when doctors say, oh, I don't know, this, I don't know what we can do. And then they get past it and then they be like, what's going on? That's what it is. That's the goal. That's the trick. That's not even a trick. It's just something people don't practice anymore. And this is why, I don't know why, when I was young, I always had a mind state where I was like, yo, that don't kill you, make you stronger thing, that was always in my head. So I used to struggle with, not struggle, but my some people I know, my friends, family, we used to be young. We get headaches. I never took Tylenols. I never took pain relief. Now to this day, I barely get headaches. And my friends that used to take it, they get migraines now, and they pop them. Not that they addicted. It's just their body over time. Even when we was kids, they was taking it. So now this is something they need. They need this. So thinking positive and giving that energy into the universe, into yourself especially, is needed. It's needed. You have to be able to understand when you're actually doing something that's out of the ordinary or harmful to yourself. What I mean is, take negative habits, for instance. You have a habit that's negative. You have to identify when you're doing it. That's the first step. When you're doing something that's you're not supposed to be doing, identify it. Tell yourself, like, yo, I know I'm not supposed to be taking this right now or doing. Identify it and then stop it. That's the main thing. That's the first step. When you can recognize, that you're doing something that you consistently do, and it's a habit. Because remember, habits and things you do all the time, sometimes you do it without knowing you're doing it. So it's hard to catch it. But when you do catch it and you're able to react off it, that's the goal. And I'm not just telling y'all this. I'm not a master at that. I'm trying to get better. And I'm just spreading the love. Like, if I feel like, sorry, I just want to make sure everything recording still. If I feel like that's something that could help other people, I'm gonna tell them. Like, I'm not holding no jewels inside. I'm not this for myself. Like, I'm gonna notice somebody doing something that they said they want to stop, and I'm not gonna even say anything. No, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna say it in I'm gonna say it in the nicest way possible. But I'm gonna let you know, like, yo, you gotta identify them things. Like, if you telling yourself, like, all right, I'm gonna do it this time, yo, make sure the next time you don't do it. But I'm telling you, tomorrow really never comes. So you always in the present. And that's crazy too. That's another thing. Like, when you think about that present, past, future, it's really interesting, because they say you can't be upset over the past because it no longer exists. Like, the outcome, the effect, everything that situation could have did, for the most part, it ran its course. So you stress over something that happened in the past, you will never, better yourself. You will never get out of it. It already happened. There's no reason to really, unless that don't go for everything, because a loss or something like that, or certain things is just, you need time. So it takes time to heal that. But it's just this is just a theory around like physical things, like things that we think matter but don't matter. Like, oh, you lost a car or something like that. Your car got totaled, but you're safe. Like, or this happened, or certain things that we really don't need, materialistic things that we tend to cherish the most. This applies more towards that. And then the present is like supposed to be, you supposed to live in the present, because that's where everything takes place. Supposedly there's no future, there's no past, there's only a present. So that's why they say the people who are wealthy and rich, they live better than us, because they act on things right then and there. They said it takes, a rich person will do something within the next day if they have an idea. Like they say, like, oh, this sounds like something that'll work. They act on it within the next year. They said somebody who's like, not as wealthy or don't have that mind state, takes them months, takes them years in order to act on their ideas. So that's the thing. You gotta, like, I want to make it to me. I want to make it for myself. I want to make it like, I'm not thinking. I'm no longer daydreaming. Like, I'm no longer fantasizing. I'm no longer saying, dang, yo, what if this, you got to make it a reality. You got to act on it. You got to say, that's, what can I do to make this actually happen right now? Like right now. Not tomorrow, not later on today. Like, what can I do right now? The littlest possible thing that I can do that will make this work. And I'll need to do it right now. And that's the mentality I feel you need to have. You can't, be like, yo, I'm gonna do it later. Or I'm gonna do it when I'm not getting around. No, it's just, you're not. I'm telling you, you're not gonna get around to it. You're not gonna get around to doing it. I got stuff on my phone that I'm still mad. I'm like, 6 weeks I was supposed to get this done. 6 weeks? Oh, nah. That's why I'm like, this is go. It's the go time. Like, you can't play around right now. You can't like, you can't take things for granted. You gotta live life and appreciate the little things, appreciate your blessings, and strive for greatness. It's not saying that you don't appreciate the things you have right now, or you don't appreciate, even the smallest things, because you do. The smallest things sometimes is what matters the most. But you still strive to be a better person and to make as much changes as possible. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna be always going super crazy, super long with these. But make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that that like button. Show your boy some love. I got theories. I'm coming, I'm bringing my theories, my opinions on everything. This is this t.a.e. It's just like talk about everything. Like, I don't want to leave anything on the table. Like, we can talk about the government, politics, talk about relationships, talk about street life, talk about UFOs, talk about conspiracy theories, talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to speak about. I just want to hear it, because I feel like I need that open mind. That's going to make me more aware. That's going to make me more sharp. That's going to make me better. So if somebody have a topic, that I didn't touch on and you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Look, I keep telling, I'm going to have some people on there because they already said they want to do it. But look, if you want to get on a call, you do not have to show your face. You could just call me through Instagram or something. You'll remain as unknown as you want. Or if you do want to show your face, or something, you can. And I'm going to just put you on, and you ain't got to worry about nobody knowing you saying this or saying that. We just make it happen. I had some topic I wanted to talk about too. It's old. It's real old. But I don't think I'm going to talk about it, because it already been ran into the ground. So I'm gonna talk about they got the government. Is the government the government, right? So it was this whole thing is the government trying to do population control. Now, there's so much you can say when it comes to population control. You can say the argument for abortions. You can say diseases that come, I'm not gonna say not every disease, but the ones that come and supposedly is something that we have never seen, is so random. There's just so much, but I don't really want to get on that too much. I do want to get on the fact that they are approving artificial food to be sold to us. Now this is the thing. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not really have a problem in with artificial food. But hear me out. The reason I don't have a problem is if the food is tested properly and it's better for us. Like, it literally can help us in so many different ways. Like, it's what our body originally should be intaking, eating. I'm for it, but that's something that will have to be tested for years. That's not something you just come out with and you test it for a few years and you say, yeah, it's good, take it. No, that's something that you really have to take your time with, and not rush. Because if we decide to eat this food, right, for one, I'm gonna be honest, I'm that guy. For one, you never know that the side effects of it. You don't know the outcome. You don't know what it's gonna cause. You don't know if people are gonna stop making natural because they're not gonna get the money that they need to actually produce natural foods. So then our natural foods are lower, and we don't have, any way to actually make that happen. If that stops, then it's really gonna be really bad if the food they're giving us is not what it said it is, say it is. So I'm for it if it's right, but I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to something like that, is, in my personal opinion, it's highly unlikely that they're gonna get it. Or based off, things that happened in the past, I wouldn't say I'll trust it as much, So the problem is this. The food is going to be released, right? If it's approved, it's approved. We don't have to approve it. When we eat chicken, or we eat beef, or we eat any food from any restaurant, there's a policy in place that has to approve that food for the public. It's not a policy in place that has the public approve the food. So whether we know we eating it or not, we're going to be eating it. And I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, we probably was eating it already. I don't know if you ever noticed, but if you get 100% pure chicken breast, right, supposedly from the supermarket, if you look at the back, it says made with rib meat. How is 100% chicken breast if it's made with rib meat? But I don't know what that is really. This is my whole thing. I'm not going to jump the gun and just say like, but it sounds like it's rib meat to me, right? Like, or is it ribs in the ribs meat, or what it like? I don't get it. Just why doesn't it say? All right, so they got juices, right? 100% juice. You look on the back, the ingredients. Oh, made with this. That. But then you got this juice over here that says great cranberry juice, and then you look at the back, it says ingredients, cranberries, 100%. Wait, so you can make cranberry juice with just cranberries? You don't have to put all that other stuff in it? So how is this one 100% cranberry juice, but it has 20 other ingredients in it, and this one is 100% cranberry juice, but it only contains cranberries? I don't know. And then America, we finding out a lot of our foods are banned everywhere else. So you're telling me this is food I'm giving to my daughter, this is food I'm giving to myself, my family, and it's not approved in so many different countries. It's not even, you go to a different country, you taste a strawberry, you taste a fruit, you taste chicken, it tastes different. It don't taste the same. It don't. And then the thing is, why the chickens are so, like, why is it so big? This is the only thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I care for animals, and I feel like the way a lot of them are killed or genetically engineered, or I feel like this is not right. That's why I would love for us to have an artificial like food source that's really good for us. It's like we won't run out of it because it's not really made. It's not made from living, animals. They don't have to be killed for it, and we can produce so much. But I just want to make sure it's right for us. I don't want to turn into a zombie later down the line because they said, oh, the food contains this something that makes you. Come on, bro. You didn't even give me a chance, that's why I want to make sure it's right. As long as the food is coming correct and is healthy and it's ideal for us and it's not gonna just turn us into something. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. It's not going to have a side effect down the line. And you see a commercial saying, if you ever took the artificial food, chicken flavor, then you can win a lawsuit for 10. Come on. I took that. And I didn't even ask for it. They was just selling it everywhere. So they got to fix that, man. Like, seriously. That's something they got to fix. Like, you cannot. Sorry, you cannot. You cannot do that to people. You cannot they just giving us, they just say, yo, it's approved. And that's the thing. These are the conversations that's being swept underneath the rug. This is not, wait, let me not say this. Let me not say way more important. Because there was topics, if anybody look, I always said this, a life is one of the most valuable things in this universe. You cannot put a price on a life. You cannot measure how important a life is, no matter what life it is. Life is extremely important, and we have to get back to understanding that. So I would never say that the food is more important than a life. If somebody lost their life or something happens to somebody, that would never be the case with me. But at the same time, we have to listen to these situations. Like we have to open our eyes. And artificial, made with what? What if it's not meat, but it tastes like meat? What was it made with? If it wasn't a plant, I don't know how it was, like, how, like, somebody needs. I know I don't understand everything when it comes to that genre or that science, but can you try to explain it to me? Put it in the lamest possible way and explain it to me. Einstein said if you don't understand something enough, you wouldn't be able to explain it in the lamest possible form. So for you to be able to sell it to me, which means you have all the knowledge on it, so you would be able to explain it to me in the lamest form, and I should get it. If you can't explain it to me, then you can't sell it because you don't even understand what you're selling. So, we gotta start getting into science and getting into all this stuff. I seen something, and now I'm like going from the government with food, but it's still pretty much government related. I seen something that said, I don't know how true this was. It said 28 scientists was killed by 4 artificial intelligent robots. Like, I think that has to be fake, because if something like that happened, like, that should be on every news station. I would think it would be on every news channel in the world, not just. And then that technology or whatever the robots was made with would be not classified. It would be destroyed completely, and it would be art of, what's the war laws that they have. They have laws where the entire world has to follow it. I think dropping a nuke became one of them. That should be one of those laws. Like, you cannot recreate those robots or that tech in any form or any, like, if you're gonna do anything, you have to run it past a certain group of people, organization. They have to monitor it. They have to just basically do a full diagnostic to make sure that you're not recreating the same thing that killed these scientists. If they did, and if they did, hopefully the scientists and the families could receive blessings and they could rest in peace. But I don't think this actually happened, because if it did, I think it would be everywhere. But like I said, sometimes they put news or they put something right in your face, and because there's so much malarkey, so much bizarre stuff out there, people don't know what to pay attention to. Like, what is actual, like, unless we see it on CNN or something. But remember, they can't cover everything. They cannot cover everything. So we don't know what's what. We don't know what's real, what's not real, what's this, so it's extremely difficult to figure it out. So I don't know, man. This is like, it's like crazy. And then I seen something else. The lady on the airport, and she seen something, and she went. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. That lady, and I mean absolutely no disrespect to her, she looked terrified, and I will go with the fact that because she was so scared, that's why her expression, her eyes, her body language, it was the way it was. But another part of me is saying that based off her physical appearance and the way her body was moving, the way the sound of her words, she sounded like she was drunk, or she took something, maybe, I don't know. And this is not no disrespect to her, because remember, you can be so afraid that happens. But now I need to hear from you again, and I need to analyze everything to see if you're, because remember, there's a lot of people on that plane, and I'm pretty sure the way it works is 3 seats, right? There's 3 seats in front of you, 3 seats behind you. There's 2 other people sitting next to you, and then there's 3 other people on the side of you, not to mention everybody else. I'm just saying, like, behind you, in front of you, inside of you. Somebody else seen something, so nobody else left. Because I'm gonna be honest, if you saying that is not enough for me to just be like, all right, I'm getting off this plane. You saying that is not enough for me. But you me seeing something else, and things are contagious, like hospitality is contagious. That's a contagious thing. Somebody panicking and running away. Yo, my mic sound a little, all right, my mic sound all right. Somebody panicking and running away is enough to make you be like, I'm out of here, I'm out, I'm leaving too. Especially, like, I don't care about no vacation. My life is, remember, $1 million today, but you die tomorrow? No, my life is way more important than any money, any of that. I'm leaving. But like I said, for you to just come out of nowhere and say that is not enough for me to be like, And then, not to mention, that was a huge flight. I didn't hear anything about anything happening on the flight, so that doesn't support your argument as well. So I don't know. Sounds like fake story. Sounds like maybe you've seen something. The light was beaming on the person, and maybe the sun from the window, plus you being dehydrated or whatever the case may be. I'm just throwing some ideas out, cause you to think that way. And I'm a logical thinker, but I like to believe people. But if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. So that's just my take on a few things. I actually hit a few topics on here. I don't know if I should cut it as one video or just break these up, but I'll figure it out. But guys, I thank y'all again for the people who's been rocking with me. I'll take I'll take whatever I get, no matter what it is. As far as like, and let me just let y'all know this, because I want to show y'all something. Let me go back to my YouTube, but that was just a video. I don't know what that was. So I'm gonna go to my YouTube, and I just want you guys to see, which you might not be able to see it, but I just want y'all to see. So I've been trying to be consistent. So 3 days ago, I posted a video, right? This is when I started. Within that 3 days, I post another video. Then I post the third episode. Then I post the fourth, and I post the fifth. Now this, I can possibly break it up into 3 videos, which I really wasn't doing. I was just doing 1 video a day and just uploading it. But I feel like I could have hit a few topics today, and then I might not be here to do this because I want to do something else. But look, let me just explain to y'all. So I had 6 views. All right, so 3 days ago, the first video, it has 17 views. The next one has 6 views. And then the following one has 21. Then the other one has 9. And then the one I just recently did, a podcast 5, has 6. So, the street life worth the risk, that got the most views because I feel like my crowd of the people who watch it will, gravitate more towards that. And these not a lot of views, but that's not the point. The point is to keep pushing. That's the point. Like, it's not about the views. Like, I don't care about, if I have one person, I'm like, I bet bro, I'm not even on that type of time anymore. I used to be on that, like, yo, I gotta make sure I hit 1,000, but I make support. I don't even, you know what I don't do? I don't even share this. I probably could get some more views if I just share it on my Facebook, Instagram. Yo, check it out. I'll do some, talk some. I don't even share it. And it's not because I think people not going to like it or not going to watch it. Which some people are not going to do it, which is fine. Because the thing is, I'm not aiming towards my friends and family. That's not who I want to gravitate more towards my stuff. Because I speak to them. That's fine. I want to reach people I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure that out and how I'm going to do that. And I have an idea. And that's why I did like 2-3 episodes in one right now, because I might not be able to do another one tomorrow because I'm going to be working on something different, And then I have to do my clothing. I have to do like an inventory check for that. I might do that today, order some more shirts. I got to get some promotion stuff done for that too. Slow days, fast days, you just got to take both of them and you got to grind. And I want to be able to have that financial freedom where I could be with my family and I can relax and I can enjoy life and enjoy the little things. Like, people say that we don't enjoy the little things, but sometimes you have to work a 9 to 5 so much for so long. Like, you 70 years old working, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, how you gonna enjoy the little? Not saying like it's impossible. It's not. Like, sometimes you gotta take a breather and enjoy it. But it's the society we live in. It's not realistic. But I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Show some love if you can. I know how to say it's not about that, but I still have to say this stuff because if you like the content, I would still like you to. Of course, I would still like you to do it. I don't want to be that cap dude that's saying, I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care about the views. But then he really do. No, let me tell you this. I do want to get some good views, but my focus is not that. But if you think I'm going to say no, subscribe. But I'm out. It'd be easier for me to just upload this whole thing. Because if I clip it, I don't know. I'm going to see what I do. But I'm out, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.